Hi everybody, welcome to another episode of the Signal Box today. Thank you very much for joining me. Great to have you watching, wherever you're watching from, locally or around the world or overseas. Again, thank you very much for your time today, and don't forget to hit the like and subscribe, and we'll crack on with today's video. So as you can see before me, I've got some bits and pieces from Scenics. Shout out to Scenics, those guys up in Wales. They're absolutely outstanding and fantastic products. So today in the mail, I've just used this box, by the way, as storage for the stuff because I'm getting quite a lot of it, as you can see. But yesterday, the ProGrass Detailer, which is a smaller machine compared to that one there, which is the micrograss applicator. It's called micro, but it's quite a very generous hopper that you use. And for getting in small spaces, I needed one of these. So that's what came in the post yesterday, along with some pink meadow flock. I've got some other bits and pieces in there which came with it. I've got some more 6mm wild meadow, some more 4mm dead. I've got some 2mm spring and some 2mm autumn grass and some patchy as well. I've just put it all in there to keep it out of the way because I'm accumulating quite a lot of the stuff, as you can see. So what have I done with it? Okay, let's go over here. So I'll come along the railway, and at the moment it's drying, but what I've done, I've dropped in some bluebells and some pink meadow kind of flowers, line side flowers, if you will, and also some static grass. I've put in along the track side by the pub. That's all dry in there, and I'm quite happy with that. I didn't want to overcook it with too much static grass along there and too long static grass. I just wanted it the right length. So I've blended in some 2mm spring, some 2mm spring, 4mm autumn, some patchy grass, 2mm in some places, and I've dropped in some bluebell coloured scatter and some of those meadow flowers. And I think so far that looks pretty nice, and it's drying at the moment, so it needs about 4 hours to dry. So by tea time tonight, that should be nice and dry. So on the other side of the curve there, in the bushes, I've added some more static grass along there in the undergrowth line side, just over the sleepers. A little bit of floral colour there. I haven't overdone it, but I just wanted a nice little patch of wild bluebells growing, as you do see on the real railway, especially in the countryside. And these nice little heritage railways, they've got always patches of bluebells. That's why it's called the Bluebell line, the Bluebell Railway in Sussex. Anyway, I didn't overly overdo it. I actually went over this again with some 2mm spring green and some autumn, and then back to the 2mm, and then some more bluebell coloured scatter, and then covered that with some 2mm, and then covered that again with some bluebell scatter. So I've built it up from sort of flat to sort of if you can see that on the camera there. I'll try and avoid that telegraph wire in the shot, but I come down, there you go. There's quite a bit of depth to that, and that's what I wanted. A little wild patch of grass there in the 10-foot wide way. That looks quite good. If I wet my fingertip, what I can do is come in and just pick up all that excess like that. It does come up. As you can see, it's really easy. I'm using my fingernail there. As you can see, it's relatively easy stuff to come up. You can just pick it up with your fingers and all that, like that. There's not a problem. I've gone over this with a vacuum cleaner, but to make life easier, I can just bring in my little brush like this, which is easier, and just tidy up. Carefully going around all the hard work that I've just done for the last 3 hours, like that. Yeah, that's okay. That looks all right. Yeah. I don't want it overgrown look. I want obviously it to be a busy working line. I don't want it overly grown. But in real life, the sections of countryside railways, you had that really nice little country rural bits in places, and I think that looks quite good. Again, just come in with my little brushy here. And let's see, it just comes up like that. I have vacuumed this before I started this video, so this is just a tiny bit left on the track. Again, I'll do this again tonight. I'll come in with the vacuum again and just tidy them little bits up there like that. There you go. Apologies for being out of shot there. But anyway, yeah, so that's drying at the moment, as you can see, guys, and I think that looks quite nice. Also, a little bit of civil engineering work I've done recently. I just off-cut a bit of timber, batten, and I extended that bridge outwards. Rather than have it on the edge of the baseboard there, I've extended it outwards there. So that gives quite a generous girder width across that bridge. And it makes it look like it's actually sitting on top of a bridge structure there with that bit of timber that I've painted to match the bridge. And I think that don't look half bad. What I need to do is put some abutments on the end of the bridge retaining girder there, either side of it. I'll probably build those. I'll scratch build those most likely, put on either end. So I'll basically put, I'll put one here and one the other side, just to disguise that emptiness a little bit on the end there. And I think we'll do that. Again, I'll scratch build those at a later stage, but I'm quite happy with that because that was an important thing, because it was catching quite a few of my bigger engines, like my Duchesses. They were catching those because they're quite wide. Anyway, let's come on with the camera around here, and there's a few little nice flowers there. That's quite nice. And as you can see along the embankment there, I do that overhead shot. So we've put static grass, obviously. I've left a little path deliberately empty there, obviously where the foot crossing is, which is correct. And then we come along here, a little bit of flowers in the back garden there. Camera's blurring, stop it. Right, there we go. I'll come along this way. Do like a helicopter shot. I think that don't look so bad. I've added a few little flowers in the front garden there, which I think looks quite nice. Just a few, not much. Over the other side of the level crossing there, there's a patch of bluebells. There's also some mixed pink flowers there, meadow flowers there. That looks quite nice. It's quite effective. And then we come back from the level crossing, walking along the track. Again, random little patches of bluebells there. And we go around here. I've done that bit along there. I've put some flowers in here for the old moo cows to chew on. And I've also done the cemetery on the churchyard there, should I say. It's churchyard, not cemetery. I've put some in there with some bluebells and just put a few wildflowers in there. Again, the church is going to sit on that dead grass area smack bang in the middle, so it's just really the outside of the church perimeters on the wild bit of grass I wanted to extend the flowers and foliage, more so just a bit of colour. So I think that looks pretty good. Happy with that. Again, it's all drying at the moment, so it's in a couple of hours time that'll be permanently all stuck down. Coming over here, I've put some flowers in there, which looks quite nice. And I've also brought in some static grass now to finish that last bit over there, just on the corner there, which looks much better. And then opposite on the other side, I've put some static grass in that area now, which looks better. So yeah, it's all good. So it's all been layered and sprayed as per the famous Pro Grass layering system from Scenics. No, they really are a good company. It's just a shame about their shipping. But anyway, it's all done. So I just basically I've finished doing all the static grass work and the little flowers today. Giving it all a final lacquer of layering spray to finish it off. And now that's going to sit to about tea time. That should all be good to just to put everything away. That's what I've done. So basically, guys, this is my catch-up bit of work, because I'm busy tomorrow, which is Friday. and then Saturday is running day. So basically I want to set the layout up on Saturday, get everything set up, wired up and ready to go, so we can run some trains and not have to waste half the day doing this. This took me about 2.5, just on 3 hours to do this little bit this morning. That's getting everything unpacked and set up, and it's quite a fast system once you get going. Like I said, you put your basing glue down, you put your 2mm green grass down, and then you just layer with your spray, 2mm on, spray, 4mm on, spray, 6mm, spray, 2mm, whatever. You build it up in as much layers as you want. So with my little bit of work today, I've, like for example over here, I've gone up to about 4mm. I've gone between 2 to 4mm, 4mm being the maximum height I've used. Whereas over here, when I originally did this bit, this is like 6mm in some places. As you can see, it's quite high. You can see the potential difference and the length of the Scenic grass. But trackside, normally 4mm is very comfortable to work with, because it's a more scale appropriate, unless you've got a really wild overgrown embankment, which I haven't got as such. But for trackside, hot summer day, somewhere in the mid 19 to late 50s, hot summer day. That's what England looked like, and that's what I wanted to achieve. So yeah, quite happy with that. I most likely probably will leave that as it is. I don't think it needs touching up anymore. I know, what do you think? Drop a comment in the box below. And yeah, that's me done. So I just wanted to chuck a little video today towards your way, and just really say thank you very much for all your kind comments as well. And I just really appreciate your support and all your views today. So anyway, that's me done, diddly done. And I'm going to now go and have a bite to eat before I jump off on the school run. And I will see you in the next video when we'll have trains running. All I've got to do tonight is, once this is all dry, then I've got to do a rather tedious task and come in with some very light grade wet and dry sandpaper and just buff up the rail heads from that curve, or probably like that bit there, through that patch there, and then along here all the way up to the tunnel over there. Not to the tunnel as such, but to the pub. I think that's where I basically have got to go all the way along from the pub, all the way where I've just worked this morning. Just go over the rails, because what happens is you get an overspray with the layering varnish lacquer spray stuff. It won't hurt your track, but unless you forget to wipe it off, it will create running problems. So I just remembered that from last time, and lesson learned. But here we go. But looking good, and I'll definitely look forward to doing the next video where we'll have some trains running through this. Also, there's a mystery loco on its way that you'll surely will like. It's not the J67 buck jumpers yet, but they are scheduled to be dispatched and out from the factory, I think this month, the end of this month. So in the meantime, something equally nice is on its way. So definitely stay tuned for that one. And have a lovely day. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon in another episode of The Signal Box. Take care.